FastCast movies. Once again, flipping around through old movies, and Crimson Tide came up. I have a super soft spot for this movie. Not that I'm alone, because it's an amazing movie. It's basically The Hunt for Red October, but updated. Kinda. The Hunt for Red October was like a very 80s movie. And this one takes a lot of the same concepts, but then looks at it all in the microcosm of a single ship. You know, whereas Hunt for Red October was all about like a Russian sub trying to defect, this one is about a conflict with the Russians where part of the sub is trying to defect. If you've never seen it, we are on the brink of a nuclear incident with a rebel Russian faction. The use of nuclear weapons has been authorized. And so the ship, the Alabama, is preparing to launch. In the midst of their preparations, which takes like 17 minutes or something like that, they are attacked by a Russian sub. Craziness ensues. They begin to get another message, which then gets cut off. The question becomes, in the absence of contravening order, do we carry out our order to launch? Or do we have a duty to reconfirm before launch? And it really becomes a philosophical question because, you know, the sort of old school Navy commander says, no, we have orders in hand, you follow orders in hand, period. Whereas the young XO, Denzel Washington, the other guy's Gene Hackman, by the way, says no, because in the nuclear age, the true enemy is war itself. You know, launching nuclear weapons is like the worst possible thing that should only happen at the very, 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 very end of possibilities. If there's any even remote doubt in our mind, it is our duty to not launch. So it becomes a power struggle between the two of them over whether or not this is a real order or not, or whether or not they should launch or what. And I think it's really well summed up by the Admiral at the very end when they're going to like the hearing about the incident, where he says to Denzel Washington, while in the end you may have been proven right, according to the letter of the law, you were both right and you were both wrong. And so it was a question of the exact right set of circumstances presented themselves to make it sort of an impossible situation. Crimson Tide, of course, joins a wonderful pantheon of fantastic submarine movies like the aforementioned Red October, and it is one of the classics in my mind. Which means I'll probably end up watching Red October again because I usually watch these two together. So that's an A+ for Crimson Tide, Gene Hackman, Denzel Washington, and frankly a whole bunch of other people that you'll recognize. Check it out, FastCast Movies, see ya! Hey, thanks for watching the FastCast. If you like what I do here, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. You can also follow me on Twitter at Mr. J Handle, and check back because I do this a couple times every week. FastCast!